50% disabled. 50% disabled. That's how the military feels about their vets and active duty personnel if they're diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea or any type of sleeping disorder. They consider you 50% disabled. Isn't that crazy? In hindsight, if you're an amputee, you lose a leg or an arm or this and that, you're only considered 45%, 5% less than somebody that's diagnosed with a sleeping disorder. That is unheard of, right? That's crazy. That has to be crazy. And it goes back to my time when I was a veteran, or when I was enlisted. I was in the Navy. When you're in boot camp, they make you do this thing called battle stations. So it pretty much, they try to put you under the most stress possible within a 24-hour period. You can't take a nap, you can't sleep, this and that. You're going to be up all night, all day, and then you're up all day the next day too. And when you try to take a nap, they'll pour cold water on you. It's happened to me a few times. I was trying to hide under my rack and try to get a nap in, and they found me and poured some cold water on me. So they definitely try to keep you up. And then you think about it. Why? They are trying to make you as uncomfortable as possible so that you can either make good choices or bad choices during battle stations, because they divide you up between two crews. One person leads this group, one person leads the other, and you do a litany of tests in the night. They want you to be stressed out. They want it to be uncomfortable, because when you get out there into the fleet, it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to be complicated. You're going to be tired half the time. Hell, I learned that the hard way when I got to my ship. We would work 36 hours straight, and if it wasn't for ramen noodles, we probably wouldn't have eaten either. It was tough. So when people say you're 50% disabled due to obstructive sleep apnea or some type of sleeping disorder that causes you to be sleep deprived or fatigued, what effects does it have on you? Well, we'll dive into it a little bit. First off, we'll go into your mood. You're very short, irritable, no patience at all. You're always on edge. Somebody can say just the dumbest thing to you, and on a normal basis, it wouldn't bother you. But when you're tired, it kind of pisses you off a little bit more than normal, doesn't it? Like literally, hey man, can I get a ham and cheese sandwich? We don't have any ham and cheese. You don't have any ham and, you know what I mean? Just that type of reaction over a ham and cheese sandwich. I'm not talking from experience. Well, maybe I am. Leave me alone. Anyway, decision making. Bad choices, definitely. You want to take shortcuts, path of least resistance. You're not thinking clearly. And that could be with anything too. Honestly, think about it. That's why they say sleep deprivation is tied to weight gain. Because when you're tired, are you really going to feel like making your meals? No. Are you going to feel like making breakfast? No. Because you can't get up early enough to do so. So what are you going to do? Slide on to McDonald's and get that little McGriddle. I'm not going to lie, those are pretty tasty. But are they good for you? Probably not. All those carbohydrates and sugar. Physical functions. Your mobility is compromised. You have low motivation. Reaction time to your brain, to where you're always a step slow. You're never making quick choices. You have to process things a little bit. So if a bullet's coming at you and you're that tired, you're probably going to get hit, right? Somebody has to yell at you to get down, and then you still react late to it. You're still slow. You're just not there. You're a step slow. In the military, when you're a step slow, you might as well get a coffin. Internally, it affects your eyesight. Why? Because it affects your blood sugar. Your blood sugar skyrockets when you don't sleep properly. So does your blood pressure. It goes hand in hand. So you put those two combinations together, and you end up stroking out. Now, not only are you 50% disabled due to a sleep issue, but you are disabled due to only able to use half your body. It's a downward spiral. One thing leads to another, cause and effect. So how does this apply to the real world? Well, if you're a cop, firefighter, pilot, truck driver, bus driver, doctor, accountant, athlete, coach, teacher, especially teachers. All these jobs require patience and good decisions. When you are tired, do you seriously think you're going to make the best decisions for those kids? As a cop, are you going to make the best decision at that point? Everything is compromised. You're quick on the trigger. You're very quick to anger. You're just tired. You're not yourself. And that's no fault of your own, because we live in a society now where it's go, go, go. That's the mindset. You're tired, take a pill for it. Blood pressure's high, take a pill for it. You have diabetes, here's a pill for it. For every issue you have, there's a pill for it. And rather than fix the one issue that's causing all of it, we rather take pills, which require doctor visits. But here's what's funny. With all the doctors we have out there in the world, all the sleep labs that we have out there in the world, there's still 23.5 million people that go undiagnosed every year. I'm not making that number up. 23.5 million people out there are 50% disabled and don't even know it. So where's the disconnect? Are the doctors asking the right questions, or are you as patients not even volunteering that information? You know, being in this field, what I've realized is that it's generally the spouses that tell on the husband, or vice versa too. I've had a lot of men complaining about their wives snoring. I used to say this a lot every time I had a patient come into the lab. It's like, I've been putting people together for years, putting them back in the bed, bringing the love back. I've been doing it for years. And it's actually the truth. I had several patients that were literally going through divorce because they gained a lot of weight. They were always tired. They were snoring, this and that. And it just, hey, the love went with it. And the patient had no clue what was going on. Like, she knew there was something wrong with her, but, you know, the answers were just not there. She just was always saying, I'm just so tired, and I have no energy to work out. I have no energy to cook. I have no energy for the other things. What do you think happens? Well, that other person that has the energy to work out, eat, and do this will have that same energy to go find somebody else to replace you. It's serious. Yet why is that number so high? 23.5 million every year. That's not a collection of 10 years, 5 years. Every year go undiagnosed. So here's my question to everybody out there. How effective can you be as a husband, as a wife, as a father, as a mother, as a niece, as a nephew, as a cop, a firefighter, a pilot, a truck driver, a bus driver, a doctor, an accountant, an athlete, an electrician? I can go down the line. How effective do you think you can be when you're 50% compromised due to poor sleep quality? And what are you waiting for? Are you scared that they're going to make you do useless tests if you go to a doctor? Or are you scared of literally finding out the results that you actually have apnea? Why wait? Why risk it? It generally takes someone having a stroke or heart attack for them to come to their senses. And by that point, the damage has already been done. Your heart's already damaged. Now, granted, you can do preventative maintenance, gradually as you go along, because you don't want another heart attack. But why do we wait until a stroke, or why do we wait till major things happen to literally be like, you know what? I really need to take care of myself. I need to look at my health. I need to do better. If there are 300 things associated with sleep apnea that literally affect your daily living, decision making, eating, it literally affects every aspect of your life. What are you waiting for? I guess with that being said, I'll go ahead and end it. This is Taylor with the Elephant in the Room, signing off.